Check, check. One, two, three.
Hello. One, two, three, check. Good morning and welcome to the toss presentation. It's the 4th of March 2026 and we're live from the D.Y. Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai for the quarterfinal two of the 20th edition D.Y. T20 Cup. Joining me are the two captains, Deepak Chahar from Reliance and KV Siddharth from Canara Bank. Also our honorable match referee, Mr. Ajit Gopal Krishnan. Canara Bank is going to toss the coin for us today. So you've won the toss. What would you like to do?
We would like to bowl first.
Great. You've got a great net run rate in the tournament. How are you planning to guard yourselves against a strong team like Reliance?
I mean, I think whatever has happened till now is in the past. Run rate, everything is all over now. I think it's just one game at a time from now on. So, nothing much. Just gonna keep it simple, and results are not in our hands. So what is in our hands is gonna give in our 100%, and that's what we're focusing on.
And your mindset behind bowling first?
We've been chasing well so far, so we would like to continue the same thing.
Any changes to your 11?
No changes.
Thank you, Siddharth, and all the best. Deepak, some ups and downs in this tournament. You can afford to have some mistakes in the league games. Today you can't. So what's going to be one non-negotiable for Reliance today to win this one?
I think some good fielding, what is there in our hand. I know, sometime you might bowl good ball and ball goes for boundary, but we have been really sloppy in the fielding. I think the department which are hoping to improve today is fielding.
And what did you bring Naman in for? Some extra luck?
Yes, I don't win too many tosses, and he was saying, "Bhaiya, you should ask head or tail, this and that." So I told him, "You come and do the toss today."
Great. Any changes to your 11?
No, same.
Thank you, Deepak, and all the best. So that's the news from the middle. Canara Bank have won the toss and have elected to field first. It's the quarterfinal. We're one step away from the semis. It's going to be an interesting contest between Reliance and Canara Bank. So don't be going anywhere. Let's get this contest underway, and the first ball's coming up soon.
Good morning, and it's a match between Reliance and Good morning, everyone, and welcome to 20th DY Patil T20. And yes, we are here at the iconic stadium at Navi Mumbai, that is DY Patil Stadium. A long road, a long bus, and long journey to this day because from the last a week or so, we've seen a lot of league stage battles. And after witnessing some thrilling encounters and some close games, some wonderful performances, some wonderful diving efforts by taking those catches or probably in the outfield, some marvelous innings. I mean, especially, the day before, I still remember what a knock by Priyansh Arya to finish the game in just the 13th over, a 40 ball, 100 runs that he scored that just came out from his bat. It did all the talking and sending a message back to the entire team that Priyansh Arya is back. Didn't had a great tournament, but good to see him back. But on the other end, if you remember the thrilling encounter that happened in the previous game of Reliance, where the match went to 1 ball 6 runs that was needed, and the last ball the batsman got a boundary, and Reliance were just hush in their mind after that game. So all these moments that we have gathered in this 20th DY Patil 20 gets us to this big day, which is the quarter-finals day, and the match that we are going to witness, as you see it on your screen, it is going to be Reliance versus Canara Bank. So their batsmen doing some final knocking, and very soon they will be out there for the live action. As you can see in the background, the umpires have already taken the charge of the 22 yards. It's time for me just to take you through the playing 11 at the moment for Reliance. So for Reliance, it is going to be Danish Malevar, Tushar Raheja, Ashwani Kumar, Naman Dheer, Mayank Rawat, Robin Mins, who is the wicket keeper, Raj Angad Bawa, Krish Bhagat, Mayank Markhande, Raghu Sharma, Deepak Chahar, the captain. In the substitutes, we have Ruchit Ahir, Safan Patil, Ayud Dosia, and Chetan for Reliance. And now if we have to go back to Canara Bank, which is again had their own journey in this with 4 points on the table. They did qualify for the quarterfinals. So Canara Bank with the captain starting off, Siddharth KV, Atharva Taide, Lavneet Sisodia, Naveen MG, Pallav Kumar Das, Abhinav Manohar, Ajay Mandal, Varun Bisht, Lavish Kaushal, Akash Singh, Shresha Achar. And in the substitutes, we have Milind Ramesh, Pawan KB, then we have Raju Bhatkal and Chaitra G. So the playing 11 of both the sides, and as you can see, the batters are out there. So it's going to be a wonderful game of cricket where Reliance is going to bat first, and let's see what total or what a number they have in their mind. Long way to go for all those discussions, but what a wonderful day it is to start the quarter-finals out here at the DY Patil Stadium. Well, yes, knockout stages start, and from here on, who will take the early bus to the semi-finals, and that is going to happen on the 6th of March. But we have 4 games today, 2 games at DY Patil Stadium and 2 games at the DY Patil University ground. So for DY Patil Stadium, the current game that you are going to watch is Canara Bank versus Reliance. In the second game at DY Patil Stadium, it is going to be DTDC versus DY Patil Red. And of course, DY Patil University ground, which is the ground that is next to the stadium. The first match we are going to see is Mumbai Customs and Jain Irrigation, and the second game is going to be Income Tax versus DY Patil Blue. But what a start! Oh God, what a start! Danish Malevar on the very first ball, trying to flick that ball towards the deep mid-wicket region or the mid-wicket region. Gets out on the very first delivery of Akash Singh. What a start! You cannot have a thrilling start than this. Oh! Naman. Oh God, this is Varun Bisht, who will be very happy to take that catch on the very first ball. What a lovely start this is for Canara Bank. An unbelievable start. Krish Bhagat will be joining the crease just in the second ball of the game. This is absolutely stunning. A big game like a quarterfinals, and it starts with a wicket on the very first ball. Celebrations for Canara Bank, and what a thrill right up there on the very first ball. Here we go, Akash Singh one more time. A first slip in place. Another in-swinging delivery. Didn't really had a great connection, bit of a misfield there. It's all happening out there in the center. Just 2 balls and we have so many things to talk about. If you could see the first catch again, just when the bowler is taking that run up again, look at that. A very silent way in which Akash Singh started, but who knew it that, oh, that in-swinger, and not a great footwork I would say on that ball. Didn't move his feet at all. All he had to do is just come in the position and just go for that flick shot, but it went in the air. What a lovely start this is. Bang on money. This is superb. Akash Singh, very silent, very calm, and just doing the job that captain has got him for. 3 good deliveries. Even the second one was a wonderful in-swinger. The only thing is probably with that in-swing he was trying to go for that early Yorker. But a perfect start for Canara Bank. Will they capitalize on this start? Because you've already stuck that early chords, and even after that wicket, you're just maintaining that line on the 3 sticks. Not, oh, look at that. Lovely shot there, good timing and a good effort. And this is what happens when you get a wicket on the very first ball. The whole team is just motivated with all positive vibes around you. And then you go for those dives, you try to save every run. You're just trying to put that pressure onto the batsman, not giving easy singles. It's all happening right up in this quarter-final game between Canara Bank and Reliance. Tushar Raheja had a wonderful game in the previous one. And overall, it has been a good tournament for him. But what's gone is gone. What is there in front of you is the ticket of quarterfinals, which you have already entered. You have scanned the QR code. You are up here. And now it is just about that bus is waiting for semi-finals. Who is going to get into that bus of semi-finals on the 6th of March? Should be a white ball. Yes, it's been given by the umpire. A little bit change of pace you can see, and a smile also on Akash Singh's face. Probably after some point in time you will see Akash Singh bowling an in-swinger also. 3 good, in fact, first deliveries with an in-swinger to a right-hander. Right now, probably the effort is just to check how the line should be for the left-hander, but missing that a little bit, and the wide ball came in. 2 slips. Wow. This one's in the air and it will fall safe and also go to the boundary. So it is going to be the first boundary of the innings from Tushar Raheja. Probably now you will realize instead of the second slip you would have kept a man in the deep third area. A perfect catching position it would have been, but captain may have discussed this with Akash Singh, and probably that's the discussion again going on where Akash Singh is nodding the head. Don't worry, I will come back stronger with a good outswing and try to utilize the field that is set up there with 2 slips already in place. Now here we go, last ball of this over. Another one, this time from the meat of the bat. Lovely shot there, a boundary to end that wonderful over. Lot has happened with 2 boundaries, 1 wicket and the wicket on the very first ball, but this time a little wideish, and it was easy for the front foot to come in ahead, and the bat swing even made it look better. A lovely end of the over, first over gone, and it's 12 for 1. So after the end of that first over, too many things happened on Akash Singh. Wonderful start there, Danish Malevar back in the dugout. Then those 2 boundaries from Tushar Raheja. Krish Bhagat taking things a little slow. The first slip still continues in this over. MG Naveen as he walks out after that first wicket of Danish Malevar. Easy single there. There is a deep covers in place, and he will cut that off. So good thing for Krish, good understanding and good move there by just taking a single and giving it back to Tushar Raheja. You know, you always want to bring your hard hitter to the strike end as more as you can do it. Because again, I mean, Krish Bhagat is a fantastic timer of the ball, but right now it is Tushar Raheja who's got 2 good boundaries in the first over. Bit of a discussion there with KV Siddharth. And probably now they are just making sure that the field is placed rightly. There is a deep mid wicket. There is a deep covers in place. Then there is a deep mid wicket. First slip, 1 slip. Short covers, short extra covers, mid on, mid off. And here it comes. A nice flick of wrist, and that will be yet another single here. So even if it is looking a slow start, but it's a very steady start from Reliance after that early loss of wickets, and there is good batting depth also. So you can expect a lot of good batters even lined up to come after this and come out to bat. This time again straight to the mid-off region. Quick cheeky single. Even this thing works when you're not getting boundaries, and it's not compulsory that you'll get boundaries on every ball. So probably a single here and there. Try to put some pressure onto the fielders, expecting them to make a mistake by running those cheeky singles. For a big match like this, I think it should be safe for Reliance if they get on to a flying start, at least in the power play, at an average of 10 runs per over. And then when you are moving there slowly after that power play overs, you just try to get to 100 plus, and probably last 5 overs again you can utilize that momentum once you have wickets in hand, once there are good partnerships that have built in. So you can take that, you know, that foundation that you have laid to a good looking and a very tall looking skyscraper, and then sky is the limit, because even in the previous game of Reliance we saw that how they got to 198 is purely because some good partnerships that came in, and once you have that good partnership going in, you also tend to get runs in that partnership, and once you have runs on the board, then you have enough talking to do with the bat in the death overs. 15 runs couple of deliveries in this over. Another one, just trying to play that towards the square leg region. Didn't had quite a good connection, but a connection that will fetch a single. So a good over till now by MG Navin with 3 singles and 1 leg by now. So in total, it's a good looking start. 4 runs of it and 1 more ball still to go. Tushar Raheja has had a good tournament with the bat. Ashwini Kumar, in fact, had a good time with the ball, bowled some amazing spells. Naman Dheer again, Mayank Rawat again a hard hitter of the ball. Robin Mins is again a very good batter. Good slower one there to end the second over. 2 overs gone and it's 17 for 1. Two overs and it's 17 for the loss of 1 wicket. Akash Singh will be brought back. Doesn't matter if those 2 boundaries have come in the over. He's the one to give the breakthrough in the very first ball. And for a right-hander, he's bowled really well. This time a little wideish, but enough to take that single. An inside edge that went to the short fine leg region. And a quick cheeky single. Now this is where Akash Singh will have to be very careful. A good contest to watch because Tushar Raheja has got 2 boundaries already in the previous over and try to attack or probably make a comeback after that first wicket. So 2 good boundaries. One, of course, it was a little risky because it was in the air. Thankfully, there was no deep third placed. But the second one came right from the center of the bat. And when you have, shots when it is middle of the bat or from the meat of the bat, you tend to get into that sink of hard hitting power play approach. Because looking at Tushar Raheja and the kind of runs that he's got, he's a very good timer of the ball. Early Yorker, but played very nicely. And this is where now you will have to be consistent with your line and length. Initially in the first over, you had a slip just to make sure that if you are bowling the outside the off stump line or probably one of the ball that just nips in towards the batsman's pads, there you are looking for your chances. Now you are again going for Yorkers. So probably 1 more over, it has to be consistent line and length. Probably plan those 3-4 deliveries, cook it nicely and then try to bowl the best one, which might get you 1 more wicket. Now another one, bit of that shuffle in the crease itself. And when you are shuffling, you need to understand that what is the shot that you want to play or probably what have you anticipated on that particular ball. Right now there was a bit of a shuffle, but then again the ball came straight on to the off stump where he had to just drive it. But if you had waited for the ball and probably then try to pull it over, covers, extra covers or even straighter to the wicket, it would have been a little more good looking scenario at that point in time. But Akash Singh again, now probably he is maintaining the line onto those 3 sticks. Do not want to bowl anything loose to the batsman. Again attempting a Yorker, extra bit of pace, but then again a full toss ball that went straight to the fielder there. So two deliveries in which we have seen two different approaches from Akash. First he tried to go for that Yorker. Again this time also the full toss ball, only because the Yorker didn't come right in the place, and probably that extra pace also that he is looking to bowl to Tushar Raheja, because he knows that anything that you give an over pitch ball or probably a little wider, okay, now this one is a slower attempted Yorker, but then again a good connection from the bat, and the fast outfield will take the ball towards the boundary. Not much happening on the ball, it's just a slow ball attempted, and then the bat just comes right in time for that ball to reach to the boundary. So yet another boundary. So the attack continues again. I mean, Tushar was very well prepared for that slower one, and it got him one more boundary here. So I think the message, or probably the discussion in the huddle, was very clear that, you know, if we are batting first, we need to get on to a flying start. Have to be another full toss one, another full toss. What is he trying to do, Akash Singh? Two full toss, couple of deliveries, attempted Yorker, and also the end of the over with some runs on the board. 3 overs, 26 for 1. So 3 overs gone, and it's 26 for 1 here. Krish Bhagat and Tushar Raheja. They're now both of them looking good. Even Krish Bhagat around 7 deliveries that he's faced. Change in the bowling. Lavish Kaushal comes in. Naveen has been asked to wait. Oh, that outside edge, and a wonderful effort by the keeper. The ball was flying. Oh! Comedy of errors, I would say. First, an excellent effort by the keeper. And then that throw on the stumps, which hits the stumps and goes to the boundary eventually. It will be very amusing for my co-commentator also, Chandresh Narayanan. Look at that, a throw onto the stumps. It did not hit the stumps, but it went for a boundary. So if runs has to come in, and if your luck is good, it will come anyhow. Probably a post-holy gift is what my friend Chandresh Narayanan says. And these are just, I mean, for a bowler, how upsetting this is. That you didn't had the cover. There is a great effort by the keeper that has gone by, and then the efforts go in vain. Loveneet Sisodia there, the keeper. So it starts off with some free gifts in the start, and then a leg bye. Eventually it benefits Reliance. At this point in time, I mean, they just want runs on the board. It doesn't matter how are they coming, whether they are coming from overthrows, either they are coming from misfields. Both the batsmen are very clear, and the message from the dressing room is very clear. Go there, get runs, let's get a great total, let's try to touch 200, and then let's bowl our strengths and win this game. But for Canara Bank, could be a second breakthrough. What a lovely catch there. Ball was in the air for quite some time, and Atharva Taide harping on to that catch. A good bouncer to surprise Krish Bhagat, and what a catch. This is absolutely stunning. Let's have a look at it one more time. Lavish Kaushal there goes left arm over the wicket, and that awkward bounce probably, and what a catch. Mr. Taide is diving today, trying to be the Superman, and that Superman has just taken an excellent stunner. 32 for 2. Another breakthrough comes here for Canara Bank, and this is the only way for Canara Bank to put Reliance onto a back foot. Naman Dheer is the new man in. He's had a good tournament too, but all it matters now is in this big game. Run scoring has to come in this quarterfinals. Run scoring has to be in these big games now, because from here on it is the knockout stage. That one game can just be your last game also, or it can be your further travel to the semi-finals also. As I told you earlier, the bus is waiting, and who is going to catch the bus? Reliance or Canara Bank? Lavish Kaushal, after that wicket, what will he now be planning to Naman Dheer as he's facing the first ball? You can see the first slip in place. You have a deep covers, you have a deep mid wicket, deep square leg, sorry. First ball drives it, but there is a deep covers in place, so nothing to worry about it. Just a single to get off the mark, Naman Dheer. 33 now. But what a lovely catch by Atharva Taide. Absolutely stunning. So probably the bowling change has worked really well for Canara Bank. As you saw, the wicket that went in. Last ball of the fourth over. So right now it's only singles that are coming in handy. What after that first ball? Disaster for Canara Bank. And after that great effort by the wicket keeper, that overthrow just made it worse. Otherwise, he had saved 3 important runs, because the single was anyways going to be there. But so that's the reason they even took the single, but then that overthrow, and easy 5 runs on the first ball. Otherwise, after that, if you've seen, 1 leg by, 2 singles, a wicket in that over, and now a single. No, I don't think so they ran, but it's 4 overs gone, and it's 34 for 2. Oh my God! It almost looked like he's cleared the 30-yard circle, but a welcome for PK Das by PK Das, and a surprise to Tushar Raheja. A full length delivery, a slow ball that comes in, and he tries to go for a big one, but you have the man standing to take the catch. Akash Singh. So if he is not in action while he is bowling, he is in action while he is fielding. Another breakthrough here. Tushar Raheja, who was looking so good, some good boundaries that came from his bat, falls into the trap of Pallav Kumar Das. First ball strikes the chord as soon as captain gets him to do the job for the team. Canara Bank is right now on a roll here. Whenever you are looking for a good partnership to happen from Reliance, and just that very moment there is some surprise waiting right up in the corner. 3 wickets have gone in. Danish Malevar, Tushar Raheja, Krish Bhagat, they are all in the dugout and must be thinking that why is it happening to us? We are out there to get some runs. We were looking good in the center. Danish Malevar too must be in very much surprise. Very first ball from that Akash Singh delivery. A perfect in-swinger to a right-hander. After that it was Krish Bhagat who got out after a very good catch by Atharva Taide, and now PK Das single in this delivery. Mayank Rawat, the new man in, off the mark. So Naman Dheer and Mayank Rawat, even if they don't go for those big shots in power play, that's going to be fine. But now what they need to focus is more to involve themselves, be actively present to build a partnership here. Because that is that one thing that is missing right now. You've had good short partnerships, but they haven't blossomed yet. They haven't grown the way it has to. They haven't taken that big leap that generally you saw from Reliance with every partnership that is building up. And surprisingly, I won't blame the batters. They've just taken their chances, but something that has not materialized. And then you need to give credit to the bowlers of Canara Bank and even the fielders with the effort of Atharva Taide, and before that couple of those diving efforts in the outfield. It just makes it better. Even after that mess of that overthrow, the over didn't really look very easy for Reliance. In fact, that wicket also came in. Another one wider to that crease, played but nicely by Mayank Rawat for a quick cheeky single here. What a lovely over this has been for PK Das, especially when you are bowling in the power play, because only 2 fielders are allowed outside that 30-yard circle. Then when you have to give performances like this, you are bang on money. Last ball, here we go. Try for an Yorker here, and that should be ending the over as well. So after the end of 5 overs, it's 37 for 3. At the end of 5 overs and 37 for 3, it's time to have a change in the commentary box. It's going to be Chandresh Narayanan to take you further.
Thanks a lot, Dipesh. It's been an interesting start here by Reliance, 38 for 3. And Naman Dheer and Mayank Rawat have got the onerous task of trying to get the innings back on track after being asked to bat by Canara Bank. Lavish Kaushal to continue here. Left arm medium pace, shortish delivery, pulled that one nicely, and it's into the stands. What a strike there by Naman Dheer. Confident stroke there. Short delivery, pounced on it, and pulled that one nicely straight to the deep square leg region. And look at that, it's into the stands, deep into the stands. That's the first 6 of the innings so far. It comes off the bat of Naman Dheer, who's now on 8. This is the final over of the power play. 3 more deliveries to go. Change in pace, but Naman Dheer is equal to the task. He's just letting his partner know that it was a bit off, from the back of the hand. 45 for 3. Mayank Rawat at the other end. Both these batters have got, like I said, loads of talent. They've already lost Danish Malevar, Tushar Raheja and Krish Bhagat. Now, they need to get the innings back on track. Plenty of batting still to come, but this is the key partnership. This time cut nicely. Fielder will cut it off. He'll get a couple of runs. 47 for 3. Mayank Rawat pouncing on that one very quickly. Opportunities galore, and that's available only for the next 2 deliveries, because post this over, the power play ends and the field restrictions cease. So it is important here that they end this over on a high. 47 for 3. Once again, Lavish. Again, change in pace. Nicely done there by Lavish Kaushal. It really comes in nicely to the bat, and the batter has to check his shot. He can't afford to make any kind of mistake and be in any kind of doubt about playing a shot of that ball. Excellent change in pace. Right then, the final delivery of the power play coming up now. It's 48 for 3. Naman Dheer's on 9. He'll be on strike. That's the wicket. Wicket number 4 to end the power play. Naman Dheer, the danger man's been dismissed. Chopped on. Reliance slide further into deep trouble. It's 48 for 4. Naman Dheer is walking back, dejected and disappointed. Chopped on, and look at the joy on the face of Lavish Kaushal. That's his second wicket. It's 48 for 4 after 6. Right then, Lavish Kaushal's just struck of the final delivery of the power play. The danger man Naman Dheer's been dismissed, and Robin Mins, the wicketkeeper batter, has come out. another talented cricketer. All eyes on him right now. But the man on strike is Mayank Rawat. The field restrictions cease to exist now. The Canara Bank skipper will have all the opportunity to spread the field. KV Siddharth. Pallav Kumar Das to continue now. And this will bring Robin Mins on strike. Reliance in deep trouble here at 49 for 4. They've lost the top order for next to nothing. Robin Mins rated very highly. He's from Jharkhand, from the land of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He was to make his IPL debut last year, but an accident, a motorcycle accident, ensured that he was out of action for a few months. But since then, he's back in action, and now he's going to be seen in IPL as well. Starts off confidently, driven down the ground. He's played for Jharkhand in all 3 formats. 8 first-class games, 450 runs at a healthy average of 41 rather. He also played 550 over games. So he's someone who is rated very highly, especially for his batting style. But now he'll be watching from the non-strikers end. Played that watchfully. So this is the time for Reliance to try and pick up singles, move the scoreboard along, and then hope that they can size up the bowling towards the end. It's been a tough time for Reliance today after being asked to bat. And this is now desperate times for Reliance in this contest. What a strike! What a strike by Robin Mins. Deposits the ball across the fence. Gets a 6, second 6 of the innings. Coming off the bat of Robin Mins, who has just walked out to bat. This is what he's known for. Terrific strike there. And the fielder will just watch the ball sail over his head. Robin Mins realizes that someone needs to take charge here. He's not going to be hanging around taking singles and twos. If there's opportunity, he'll go for it. Plays that one watchfully. This is what he's known for. If you have a look at his career strike rate in T20 cricket, it's 155. So he's known to hit a mean ball. He can go for quick runs. That's what he's known for. Once again now, Pallav Kumar Das will run into ball with Robin Mins on strike. Plays that one watchfully. We'll get a single now to end over number 7. It's 58 for 4. Okay, now Lavish Kaushal's given way. He picked up 2 wickets and the skipper's made a change. Lavish Kaushal picked up 2 for 18 in his 2 overs. Robin Mins starts off confidently once again. A single now. MG Naveen now back for his second over. Gave away just 4 runs in his first over. Experienced campaigner MG Naveen will now be bowling over the wicket to Mayank Rawat. Changes being made on the field. This is going to be interesting. What is Mayank Rawat trying to do here? What is he going to try and do? Ooh, trying to pull that one, but never in control of that shot. Doesn't yield anything. Goes straight to the wicket keeper there, Lavneet Sisodia. Just looking at the field, it's a packed offside field with 3 fielders inside the 30-yard circle and a fielder at the sweeper position. Once again, Naveen. Nicely done there. Nicely done there. The fielder at third man will cut it off. The batters are looking for a second but deciding against it. And now all eyes on Robin Mins. Will he be able to maximize the scoring in this over as well? That's going to be the key. Remember, one of these 2 batters has to take charge here for Reliance. Robin Mins on strike now. Round the wicket. Change in pace. Had to check his shot there. His intentions were clear. Packed offside field. He could have looked to score over the cover field. There's no one there. There's a fielder at long off and there's a fielder sweeping. So there would have been a big gap to cover for both those fielders. His intentions are clear. Once again, very good over so far. Just 2 runs in this over. Again checking his shot at the last minute but still getting a single. Smart bowling there by MG Naveen. Has got plenty of experience. Similar field now for Mayank Rawat for the final delivery of this over. It's interesting, they've got a short third man and a short fine leg now. So he has to be precise with his line here. Taken on the full, straight down the ground, will not be cut off. That's the end of over number 8. It's 65 for 4. Clear, precise striking there by Mayank Rawat. Much needed boundary to end that over. Just lost his direction there and it's 4 for Mayank Rawat. Right then, Akash Singh being brought back into the attack by the skipper, KV Siddharth. He's looking for a breakthrough here. Robin Mins on strike. No run taken there. These dot balls are going to start telling on the mind of Robin Mins. He's known to be a free-flowing batter. He doesn't like to be tied down. And so far, we've seen that he's picked up a 6 already. He's moved to 10 of 8 deliveries. Akash now once again over the wicket to Robin Mintz. Short delivery into the pitch and losing all its sting there and becoming very difficult for Robin to do anything with it. But the umpire has plenty to talk about. He's let the batter and the bowler know that's one for the over. A quick chat between Mayank Rawat and Robin Mintz. Dot deliveries add to the pressure, so it's important that the batters keep talking to each other. Robin Mintz is a young cricketer and Mayank Rawat has been around for a bit, and he'll try and transfer some of his knowledge to Robin Mintz. So here we go again. Again, not being able to time that one. You can sense that something's got to give with Mayank Rawat and Robin Mintz, especially with Robin Mintz. He's finding it a bit difficult to get going. Apart from that 6, it's been tough going for Robin Mintz. So over to Mayank Rawat. This over's fetched just 1 run. So Akash Singh now will come in over the wicket now to Mayank Rawat. You can sense that something's got to give in this over, because the pressure's building. In the block hole, done nicely there, but still no run. Third dot ball in this over. Robin Mintz and Mayank Rawat, they are realizing that the overs are going by pretty quickly. They need to try and close this out with a lot more flourish. And it's not coming because of some tight, accurate bowling from Canara Bank. Changes in the field, short third man, short fine leg, backward point, covers. It's a offside heavy field now. Change in pace, had to wait for that one and then slapped it down the ground. Almost like a tennis shot. But a single. Just the second run in this over. Right then, what are the options in front of Robin Mintz? What is he going to do here? Just taking a look at the field now. A fielder at backward point, covers, short fine leg. The field is spread out. He's got the opportunity now. He's got the field. Okay, the mid-offs are also coming in now. So KV Siddharth is throwing the bait at Robin Mintz. Will he take it up? Again, short delivery and lets it go through to the wicketkeeper. Called a wide. A bit too predictable there, Akash. It didn't need to be so predictable. Now, there's a fielder at deep point, sweeping there. Field is so nicely spread out by KV Siddharth. The mid-off's now gone back. Robin Mintz. Is he ready for the barrage from Akash Singh of the final delivery of this over? In the block hole! That's the wicket! Excellently done there by Akash Singh. Terrific strike. Robin Mintz. You could sense that something's got to give, and the desperation got to him. Didn't have a clue with that fast straight yorker from Akash Singh right in the block hole, and Robin Mintz has to walk back. 9 overs done. It's 68 for 5. Just a look once again at the wicket. Akash Singh, full, straight, off you go. Time for celebration. 68 for 5 after 9. Yes, the new man in is Raj Angad Baba. And these are the wickets that have fallen so far. Akash Singh and then Lavish Kaushal picking up 2 wickets. He's been accurate, Lavish Kaushal. Very good catch there. And then we've had a regular supply of wickets to the Canara Bank fielders. And Pallav Kumar Das as well, striking. Caught in the deep there. Very well done. Lavish Kaushal has been the most successful of the bowlers, picking up wickets at regular intervals. Namandir was the 4th man to be dismissed. And finally, we had Robin Mintz walking back. Bowled neck and crop by Akash Singh. It's 68 for 5 now. Spin from the far end as Mayank Rawat looks ahead to the rest of the innings to try and resurrect the batting innings for Reliance. Ajay Mandal now in operation, playing that watchfully. No damage done there. Dot balls galore now. Pressure's increasing. The clock is ticking now. A slip in place. What's going to be the approach of Mayank Rawat here? Again played that one watchfully. Runs have been hard to come by for Reliance. They found the going tough. And Canara Bank have picked up wickets at regular intervals. Again played that watchfully, but will get a single. Finally will get a single. You can sense that the pressure is increasing with every dot delivery, and you could sense that with Robin Mintz as well, because he didn't like to be kept quiet there. But Akash Singh was terrific. Now Raj Angad Baba will be on strike for the first time. Left-handed Raj with a slip in place. Threw a bait at him, but straight to the fielder. Just 1 run in this over. This, you remember, is the quarter-final clash. The winner lives on in the tournament, but the team that loses will have to exit. Finally, Raj Angad Baba gets a single. He's off the mark. At the halfway stage in the innings, it's 70 for 5. And it's also time for change in commentary with Deepesh Sule coming in.
Thank you, Chandresh, and what a turnaround this has been. A marvelous effort from the bowlers, and with every bowling change there was something in the store, and that is what we have seen throughout in this game. You're halfway through in this T20 game, and you're still stuck at 70 for 5 because wickets have gone in the right way for Canara Bank, and the bowlers have stood to the occasion. Now if you see, there are around 5 bowling options with which right now the captain is switching them time and again. Akash Singh with 3 overs, 2 wickets. MG Naveen 2 overs, another good economic spell of 11 runs only conceding in this 2 overs. Then we had Lavish Kaushal who got 2 wickets in his 2 overs. Then PK Das struck a wicket, again he is back on the bowling crease. Ajay Mandal 1 over, again 2 runs. So it is just not about the wickets that have fallen down, but also we need to understand that how much economical spells have come in the power play and after the power play. So it all sums up to a good looking scorecard for Canara Bank at the moment, even though Reliance is batting. But when you see that scoreboard just behind the bowler now that you can see on the screen, and when the bowler looks 5 wickets on that board, and till now they haven't been really able to give it so easily to the batters out there. Mayank Rawat again should wait if Reliance is looking for a good fighting total, because Mayank Rawat has that capability or the ability to play long innings, and for that reason it is very important for Mayank Rawat to stay there in the crease. Raj Angad Bawa again is a good batsman, but I think here the lead that has to be taken from Mayank Rawat, because Mayank Rawat has the ability to switch the chords immediately. I mean, probably in the some overs you will see him very silent, and then once he starts hitting the ball, then it is difficult to stop him, unless you are going to bowl a wonderful delivery that Mayank Rawat is missed it or unable to play on that particular moment. But otherwise, the danger man right now for Canara Bank is Mayank Rawat. Here we go. Again, PK Das, from the moment he's come, the very first ball of his spell, picks up a wicket, and after that also he hasn't given any looseners. No loose deliveries, no looseners at all in that spell till now. He's focused on bowling majorly good length deliveries today. And that's why you can see not just the wickets in place, but also the runs haven't been that great. This time in the air, but it will do what all that is required for Mayank Rawat, and that is why I said that Mayank Rawat is one batter who can change the gears. Let's look at the replay. Steps down, thick outside edge, and passes the man there. 11 overs gone, it's 79 for 5. All right then, 79 for 5, and Ajay Mandal comes in. What a fabulous start here to Ajay also has been, and he's been brought to the attack. The full roll of the hands and the wrist to turn that ball. Again, not a great turn today that we have seen, but enough turn to just to make the batsman go onto the back foot and play that shot. And what a lovely shot by Mayank Rawat to the end of the previous over with a boundary. Even if that was a thick top edge, but it was good enough for a boundary. And that particular moment, you know, when you end a good over with a good boundary or a sixer, it's always good to start that new over with that same energy. Big appeal, a very big shout by the wicket keeper. But how much effective is it going to be? Umpire has clearly said no, not interested. But let's have a look at it once again. Could be the height probably, or maybe bat and pad. Another one, good roll of the wrist and was in the air for some time. It will be a boundary. A wonderful effort on the boundary, and that is where now you will see Mayank Rawat in his original avatar. He is the danger man right now for Canara Bank, and many of the innings that has come from Mayank Rawat has always been at the times when the team needed him the most, and he stood there for the occasion. 84 runs, and it's still counting with the 12th over being bowled in progress, and Mayank Rawat, this is what you know him for. The man who can change the face of the game, switch the gears, put his car on the top gear and race it. Race it as if the road doesn't end. The speed breakers do not matter for Mayank Rawat when he is in his top class form. And some exclusive showcase of the skills, of the resilience, of the reliability that team has on him. For this over, I think Mayank Rawat has done the job. Because now you realize your post that midway T20 game that you are playing, it's a quarterfinals. Because if you lose time over here, you lose momentum. And once you lose both, then you will never be able to have a good defending total with you. The match awareness, the game awareness, that is what Mayank Rawat brings to the table. And that's why he's special in so many ways. Playing for Reliance for so many years now. 12 overs gone, 92 for 5. Twelve overs gone, 92 for 5, and what a match that we are witnessing. At a moment you think that it's all going to go good, it's all going to look good in the end. That is where the damages have happened from the bowlers. But then again, the damage controller, Mayank Rawat, is there in the center to stop that further more damages happening to the team. With some fabulous batting performance. Another one, Mayank Rawat. And now if you give Mayank Rawat that edge, he can add a lot of fuel to the fire. And you know, the best part about Mayank is he knows how to absorb that pressure. He knows how to play in such situation. And you know, the best of Mayank Rawat has come out in the pressure situations, in the times when the team needs him the most. And that is why Mr. Rawat is a special player in so many ways. On again Raj Bawa, you know, he's just trying to be that perfect anchor in all this. He knows that Mayank has started hitting the ball left, right, center. So it's my responsibility to take a back sit and give him more and more strike. Another one that just wants to flash it towards the backward point region. Straight finding the man, and that is what he's saying, that there is a gap between the short third and the short backward point. And probably he wants to clear the 30-yard circle because there is no one in and around other than the deep covers which is there. But that again is a little more squarer. Into the slot. Good delivery by PK Das. Last over of his spell. What a wonderful spell that he has had till now. Again, all by himself, going to field that one. Saving a run or a two also matters over here because till now you've done well. And this is the most volatile time for any innings. Because till 15 overs, if you are able to get to 115, 120, after that 5 overs, you're just going to go and blast out there. You still have 5 wickets. So there is no thinking, there is no looking back. You still have good batters to come in. Deepak Chahar himself is there to bat till now. And what a wonderful spell that comes to an end. PK Das, 4 overs that he is bowled. He picked up a wicket as well and 27 only. 97 for 5 after the end of 13 overs. So if you have to talk about the fall of wickets, you know, and the reason to understand this is what kind of innings that Reliance have seen the ups and downs of this particular game. Danish Malevar, then it was Krish Bhagat, then it was Tushar Raheja, and all this was happening during the power play overs. In fact, the last ball of the power play over, it was Namandir who got out, and then it was Robin Mins with a wonderful, you know, the short cameo that he played. Because whenever they were looking for stability and the stability was coming, it was that loss of another wicket as well. But right now, this is a big hope for Reliance. This partnership, if it works, then trust me, even 160 or 175 is just going to be a cakewalk with Mayank Rawat standing there. Raj Bawa, again a hard hitter of the ball, very good batsman. So even he's got that top quality shots with him. It's just that when you get those runs, that time you can, you know, really talk about it. This is again a great effort, but the power on the ball is a lot. Will get those 2 runs very easily. Good diving effort there. And with that, it's 100 up for Reliance. 5 wickets that have gone by. But Mayank Rawat looking so strong in the center. And a lot is resting on his shoulder right now. A big responsibility. And I think he's answered to that responsibility pretty well. Slower one. That's a good change by Lavish Kaushal. A bouncing slower one is always a challenging one to say, play. Because again, you have a backward point placed. And then you are bowling that bouncer just outside the off stump, that to a slower one. So when you are bowling that fast bouncers and when you have that back swing coming in, the body weight gets transferred while playing that shot and the pace of the bowler does the rest. And this time it's looking risky. Man coming under it and drops the catch. Drops a big catch. If that catch would have been taken, the big fish was in the pond again. But the chance is missed. Again, change of pace, slower one, not a great connection. It was in the air for a long time. And this should have been taken. This should have been taken, because this is again the standard of cricket that we have seen, the brand of cricket that we have seen from all the players. These are the easy catches. A big catch went down, but Mayank Rawat will be happy. Another slower one, swings the bat straight to the fielder. And these are chances that you have to convert. These are opportunities. These are small windows where you can still make a comeback into the game. And then if you lose these kind of chances, it becomes very difficult for you to harp upon the next one. Last ball of the over. That's a slower one. That's been given wide. The bowler immediately looked at the umpire and said that, was it legit, was it not? But a smile then by the umpire saying that you will have to go back and bowl the last ball again. Last ball of this over, 103 for 5, and one more to go. Another one, good bouncer. This was a little quicker one in its nature. 14 overs have been bowled and it's 103 for 5. "14 overs and 103 for 5. Yet another change, and the man reliable is back at the bowling end. MG Naveen. And this one played it just to make sure that which stand I am going to clear. And it clears a tier 1 for sure. What a lovely shot. Not a great delivery, and he had enough time to pick that up. The full swing of the bat and a lot of power in Raja Angad Bawa's shot. I told you, he is a hard hitter of the ball. It's just that you need to give him some time. But once he starts in this fashion. Reminds me of the sixes that generally Ishan Kishan plays. And we've seen that a lot in the current T20 World Cup also. But this shot just reminds me of Ishan Kishan. The way he picks up that ball quickly and bangs it and sends it to one of the tiers in the stands. The ball will surely take time to come back. But meanwhile, let's look at the replay again. Because that was a brilliant looking shot. The angle just perfect for a left-hander. When you go right around the wicket and look at that. It was high, it was handsome, and it did clear the distance as well. A half a dozen credited to Reliance scoreboard. What a lovely start to this over, and probably there will be a discussion. And let's also have a look at how the bowlers have performed with the wickets that have gone by. This was the first ball of the innings itself with Danish Malevar, and then it was a lovely catch from Atharva Taide with Krish Bhagat taking the walk back to the dugout after that. This was again not a great connection, but what a catch this is by Atharva Taide. Lovely catch there. And then PK Das, and now we go back live. But we'll have a look at the wickets for sure, because that has been superb throughout the innings. And this was yet another wicket that we saw. This was the last ball, in fact, of the power play, where Naman Dheer couldn't believe that inside it just went on and stuck to the stumps. And this was yet another one. And of course, the bowler would love that sight when you have a clean bowled and the stumps get dislodged, the timber gets broken. What else as a sight that you want a bowler to see? Another Yorker that was attempted. So good comeback, I would say, because this is what you need to do. If you are getting attacked, then you need to show your side of the story. And that's exactly where Naveen is making that change by bowling that Yorker. But then again, consistency has to be there. Otherwise, Mayank Rawat is ready for every challenge, and slower one can be sent to the boundary in this fashion. The dugout knee looks a little relaxed now, because the first 10 overs, it was all serious faces. He's just not going to look. He is just going to find his own gaps and get those boundaries. Mayank Rawat, beauty you. What a player. Raj Angad Bawa, we have seen what he can also do from the other end. So now both of them are looking good in the center, and Reliance would want these two to stay till the end, because they can change a lot. Almost to the end of the 15th over, but the last ball still can bring in more entertainment for us watching, for us commentating. 12 runs already in this over. Probably this over has completely changed the figures of MG Naveen. Till now, the first 2 overs were looking so economical, and then suddenly 12 runs in this over, and the over is still not ended. Last ball of the over coming up. Another slower one that will go straight down towards the long on region, and it should be a single to end the over. So 15 overs gone, 116 for 5, and after this it is going to be Chandresh Narayanan to take you till the end of the 20th over.
Okay, Shrisha Archer being brought into the attack, finally coming into bowl in the 16th over. This is a very good partnership here. 48 runs added for the 6th wicket of 36 deliveries. Raj Angad Bawa on 20 with a 6 already to his name. At the other end, Mayank Rawat has held the innings together with his 41 of 32. The top order collapsed for next to nothing. And now is the time for them to cash in now in the final 5 overs. This is a big challenge for Shrisha Archer. Down the leg side, and easy call there for the umpire. You can sense that Shrisha Archer is already feeling the pressure. Left-handed Raj Angad Bawa will have plenty going on in his mind, with his side looking to maximize in the final few overs. In the block hole, nicely done there. We'll get a single now. 118 for 5. Mayank Rawat back on strike. What an innings he's played. He's held the innings together and managed to put together a decent stand with Raj Angad Bawa. Shrisha Archer Still continuing round the wicket. What's the target going to be for Mayank Rawat? He struck that one nicely. The fielder there at the cow corner region cannot stop the ball from going across the boundary. Terrific strike there by Mayank Rawat. Using the bat like a sledgehammer. Clubbing that one and getting full value. This is what you need from your set batter. And that's what you get. Looking for a change in the bat. This is his favorite bat to use in the end overs. If you are a Canara Bank supporter, this is a dangerous sign. Mayank Rawat's on 45. He's now looking to strike big. And he does strike big. Over the square leg fence. What a strike. What a way to get to his 50. With his side in deep, deep trouble. Mayank Rawat's played a terrific knock. He's moved along to 51 of just 34 deliveries. That was his second six of this innings. And I said that he's looking to strike big. A boundary followed by a six. The projected score's gone up. It's now rocketed up to 165. But Reliance will be hoping for a lot more. Because that's the only way they can ensure that they can challenge Canara Bank. Mayank Rawat once again. This stands worth 60 now. Between Raj Angad Bawa and Mayank Rawat. Threw it a bit wide. Nice way to stop the batter from getting close to it. Right then, 128 for 5. Mayank Rawat's on 51. Raj Angad Bawa's on 21. Here we go again. This time, once again, challenging the umpire. Mayank Rawat's not happy. He's checking with the umpire. Why is it not a wide? But the umpire has nothing to do with it. 2 dot deliveries. What's going to be the response from Mayank Rawat? Is he going to step out? He plays a wild slog at that one to end over number 16. It's 129 for 5. Okay, right then, Akash Singh now being brought back by the skipper for his final over. He's quite literally been the form bowler for Canara Bank. And up against him is Mayank Rawat, who's looking like he's ready to tee off here. A short fine leg in place. Akash Singh has to be absolutely sure with his line. A little bit of indiscretion from him and it can result in plenty of runs. Even on the offside, there are 3 fielders inside the 30-yard circle. Plenty of gaps behind the cover fielder. The sweeper will have a lot of running to do to catch up. On the leg side as well, there's plenty of open spaces. What is Mayank Rawat going to do here? Short delivery, but into the pitch. This has been a very successful technique by the medium pacers and seamers in this tournament at the stadium. And they found it difficult, the batters. The ball loses all the pace that you're looking to play with, and it becomes very difficult for them to play any kind of shot. Right then, change in field. The fielder going to long off now. There's still plenty of spaces behind the cover fielder if Mayank is looking to go inside out. The third man comes inside the 30-yard circle. So Akash has to be very, very precise with his line. Else the ball will be flying all over the D.Y. Patil Stadium. Again, this time straight down the ground. A single, straight to that fielder who was pushed back to long off. So just a single so far in this over. Raj Angad Bawa now on strike. Left-handed Raj Angad Bawa, under 19 World Cup star. He's also able to bowl a bit of medium pace. So he's a useful customer to have in this kind of format. Rather in any kind of format. Once again, Akash Singh, left arm seamer now. Change in pace, checking his shot. Nicely done there. Akash Singh showing that he's a quick learner. We saw the way he dismissed Robin Mintz. Full, straight, fast Yorker. And now showing that he has a different way to approach the end overs as well. 131 for 5. The projected score still pegged around 160. Can Mayank Rawat turn it around and give a different dimension to the innings now? Just 2 runs in this over so far. Again in the block hole. Oh, Akash Singh just put his hand up to try and stop the ball from flying off. He's hurt himself a bit, still writhing in pain. But terrific delivery. Full straight delivery once again. You have to be absolutely crystal clear in the way you approach this delivery. Akash Singh still not recovering from that stinging blow to his left hand. Right then, there's a fielder now at cow corner for Raj Angad Bawa. Slight hold up in play as Akash gets some running repairs to his left hand. That was a stinging blow. So it also gives a chance to Mayank Rawat try and get some refreshments. The other end, Raj Angad Bawa also gets a bit of opportunity to try and get a breather. They can gather their thoughts and just manage to put together some kind of a plan to counter Akash Singh, who's been terrific so far. He's been outstanding to say the least. Young left arm quickie. He's been very impressive. It'll be interesting to see how he progresses in his career. "23 years old, and he's had a decent career so far. Right then, once again he's ready. Again in the block hole. Well done once again. Very well done there. Terrific. This is called perfect end overs bowling. Akash Singh showing a lot of steel here and courage, because you need to be absolutely precise in the way you bowl in the end overs, and Akash Singh showing one and all that he has got plenty of steel, because you can go for plenty of runs in the end overs if you don't get your radar right. Just 3 runs in this over. Final delivery of Akash Singh's spells coming up now. Short delivery now, but the short final leg will not be able to cut it off. Just when you are hyping him up, Akash Singh, just a bit of loosener, and that's not the way you want to end your spell. That's over number 17 done. It's 136 for 5. Again, this time trying something different, Akash. Into the pitch, no pace at all. And Raj Angad Baba just wafts at it and gets a boundary to end over number 17. Right then, Lavish Kaushal now being brought back. So far, he's picked up 2 wickets. And he starts off with a very big wide. This is just the kind of release delivery that Reliance are looking for. Lavish Kaushal in his final over, he's picked up 2 wickets so far. Left arm medium pace. Again, this is not good at all from Lavish Kaushal. He bowled a tight first spell. He needs to be even more tight in this final over. It's the 18th over of the innings. This is a gift as far as Reliance are concerned. They'll accept it with a lot of happiness. Again now, Lavish Kaushal. One more, 3 in a row. Right then, the skipper, KV Siddharth, will look to have a quick chat with his bowler. He's looking a bit under pressure. The over still not started. 3 straight wides from Lavish Kaushal. Is the pressure telling on Lavish as well? Once again, can he get it right this time? This time he does get it right, but straight to the field at long on. He wouldn't mind that, Lavish Kaushal. 3 straight wides and then a delivery that dismisses the set batter. Mayank Rawat for 54. Straight to long on the boundary line. Well done, very good catch, very well judged catch there by Ajay Mandal. Much needed wicket there, much needed dismissal. Sending that set batter in the slot. Mayank Rawat will be kicking himself for not being able to connect that further. He didn't get the distance. And nice catch there at long on. So 139 for 6. Some relief here for Canara Bank. And that brings Deepak Chahar, the skipper, to the crease. He can swing the willow as well. The stage is set now for Deepak Chahar to try and make the most of these remaining overs. He's got plenty of ability. Right then, Lavish Kaushal, that was his 3rd wicket. The first 3 deliveries, he looked a bit lost. He had missed his direction, but finally really nothing delivery gets him a wicket. Change in pace, nicely done there, just rolling his wrists. We'll get a single now. 140 for 6 now. Raj Angad Bawa is the most set batter, 26 of 20. Changes in the field for the left-handed Raj Angad Bawa. The approach for Raj Angad Bawa is also pretty clear. 140 for 6. A projected score of around 160 is not good enough. Change in pace, again checking his shot. That's the thing, Lavish Kaushal is capable of doing this. What was he trying for the first 3 deliveries of the over is beyond me. But he'll heave a huge sigh of relief after getting the wicket of Mayank Rawat, who's looking dangerous. Finally, he was dismissed for 54 of 41, 5 boundaries and 2 sixes in that innings. Running in once again, Lavish Kaushal. This time, once again, threw it a bit wide. Deepak Chahar is hoping to look at the umpire with some favourable response, but it wasn't to be. The umpire was a bit lenient there on the bowler. That's some good news for the bowlers. Otherwise, this format is heavily loaded in favour of the batsmen. Right. 2 deliveries to go in this over. Good comeback so far by Lavish Kaushal. Can he round it off nicely? This time straight to the short third man fielder. Deepak Chahar is disappointed. He thought he could get past the short third man fielder. It wasn't to be. Again a bit wide, but this time closer, slightly closer to the batter. Lavish Kaushal, what a comeback. 1 delivery to go. Just 2 runs apart from those 3 wides at the start. And that wicket of the set batter, Mayank Rawat. Again change in pace, threw it a bit wide, but there's a fielder sweeping. It's 142 for 6 after 18. Right, then MG Naveen being brought into the attack. His first 3 overs fetched 24 runs. He'll be under tremendous pressure. In this, his final over, also the 19th over of the innings. 143 for 6. 11 legal deliveries left in the innings. Plenty of changes in the field for the set batter. MG Naveen cannot afford to stray in line over here. It's a tough game for the bowlers. Short third man, short fine leg. A fielder now being brought into the backward point region. Plenty of open spaces. What is going to be the response from Raj Angad Bawa? 27 of 21. Round the wicket now to Raj Angad Bawa. Taken on the full this time, and there's a fielder there. Precise placement of the fielder. More experienced campaigner would have probably directed his ire towards the offside, but Raj Angad Bawa still finding his way in top flight cricket. It's 144 for 6. Change in pace this time and spotted quite early. But there's a fielder there looking for 2, pushing for 2. Close call in the end at the non-striker's end. But Raj Angad Bawa making it in time. Probably the fielder at deep mid-wicket took a bit of time to throw the delivery back to the bowler. And that saved Raj Angad Bawa. Lucky break there. MG Naveen's not happy with his fielder. He's having a close look at the fielder, but that's done and dusted. Move on. Change in pace once again, but slammed it down the ground. They need a big one here. Do Reliance. The projected score is now brought down to 158. They cannot afford to let this projected score to drop any further. We've seen that it's been easy going for the batters in most cases on this stadium, on this ground during the 20th D.Y. Patil T20 Cup. This is the penultimate day of the tournament. Raj Angad Bawa on strike. 5 runs in this over so far. Down the leg side, well done by the keeper. He's appealing. The keeper, Lavneet Sisodia, is appealing, but the umpire has nothing to do with it. He has to be careful. He has to be careful. He cannot afford to appeal recklessly. Right then, MG Naveen on strike. Final delivery of MG Naveen running into ball, the final delivery. This time in the block hole, well done. Just 6 runs of the 19th over. It's 148 for 6. So brave call here by KV Siddharth. The final over of the innings. He's brought in the left arm spinner. It's a brave call with 2 batters capable of using the long handle to good effect. Srisha Achar, who went for 13 in his first over, being given the task of bowling the final over of the innings. And this time, we'll only get a single. We'll know in the next 5 deliveries if this move was correct or if it was a brave move. Deepak Chahar also looking for a change in bat. He also wants a bat that he can use to strike big now. These are ominous signs for Canara Bank. 149 for 6. 5 deliveries left in the innings. What can Deepak Chahar do? Srisha Achar. Round the wicket now to Deepak Chahar. Taken on the full, but straight to the fielder at short third man. What has he done? Just no connection. Just no power in that shot. Just straight to the fielder at short third man. This is a soft dismissal. Just when Reliance are looking to maximize the scoring, their skipper falls. Change in bat did not result in change in fortune for Reliance or for Deepak Chahar. That was a nothing delivery. Really, Deepak Chahar could have done anything he wanted with the delivery because there were plenty of gaps on the offside. But only managing to find the fielder there. Lavish Kaushal once again in the action. He's bowled tremendously and also taken that catch. So, more trouble for Reliance in the final over, losing their skipper. And in walks the super sub, impact sub rather, Ruchit Ahir. The side in trouble. Ruchit Ahir now walks in. 149 for 7. Ruchit Ahir. What a time to come out to bat. Shrisha Archer. This was a gamble by the skipper, KV Siddharth. And this time, straight to the fielder at long off. So Shrisha Archer striking once again here. Raj Angad Baba is watching on at the other end as he loses yet another partner. This is what you need from your batters in the final over of the innings. But with a set batter at the other end, was it a prudent move? We'll know shortly as Mayank Markande walks out to bat. And Ruchit Ahir came in as an impact sub but struck that one straight down the ground and was caught by the skipper KV Siddharth, who's positioned himself at long off. Nice easy catch there. So Shrisha Archer, a move that I thought was a big gamble, is now on a hat-trick in the final over. Can he pick up a hat-trick? Mayank Markande on strike. No, but Mayank Markande is off the mark. He's looking for two. He's looking for two. Non-strikers end, but will get back in time. So that brings up the 150 for Reliance. They are 151 for 8. 2 deliveries to go in this innings. What an over so far by Shrisha Archer. Long off, long on. Will they be in play now? We'll find out soon. Widest delivery. This is a new technique tried by bowlers in this tournament. So the bowlers are also coming up with new plans and strategies to counter the batters in this short format. The final delivery of this innings. Just 3 runs plus 2 wickets in this final over. Terrific bowling by Shrisha Archer. Can he finish it off in style? Mayank Markande will be on strike. Taken on the full this time. And that's wicket number 9. Third wicket in this over. Straight to the fielder at backward point. That was a chaotic final over from Shrisha Archer. Only managing to find the fielder there. Was caught by the substitute Milind Ramesh. And Reliance finally ending on 151 for 9. And Shrisha Archer, not bad. Final over, 3 runs, 3 wickets. What more do you need from one of your premier bowlers? Reliance will be very, very disappointed with this batting effort as they end on 151 for 9 in their 20 overs. Canara Bank need 152 runs to make it to the semi-final. That's the batting card. Mayank Rawat and Raj Angad Baba tried to hold the innings together, but they didn't get enough support from the other batters. Tushar Raija did try, but that wasn't enough. 9 extras in this innings. 151 for 9. And that's the bowling card. 3 wickets to Shrisha Archer, that too in the final over. 3 to Lavish Kaushal and 2 to Akash Singh, who was terrific in his 2 spells. So the news from the DY Patil Stadium once again is that the partnerships, once again, the partnership of 71 between Raj Angad Baba and Mayank Rawat, the only one to talk about from that Reliance innings. The news from DY Patil Stadium is that Reliance finished on 151 for 9. Canara Bank need 152 to make it to the semi-finals. We'll be back shortly with their response.
Welcome back to the second innings, and there it is. Both the batsmen now. A reply from Canara Bank in the second innings, and that is why you'll see a lot more to happen in the next 20 overs. But just to give you a gist of what happened in the first innings, Danish Malewar goes on a duck on the very first ball of the innings. Then it was a good strike there by Tushar Raheja, 3 boundaries in that innings. Then it was Krish Bhagat adding another 12. Then it was Namandir who again was wonderfully bowled by Lavish Kaushal. Then it was Mayank Rawat's 54 with 2 sixes, 5 boundaries that made all the difference and added up some important runs to the team. Then it was Robin Mins with another 11 with 1 6 in that innings. And it was the partnership between Mayank Rawat and Raj Angad Bawa, with Raj Angad Bawa scoring 30 runs with 1 6 and 1 boundary. And then it was Deepak Chahar with 6 and Mayank Markande with another 2. Couldn't finish the innings the way they wanted, but on this wicket even a 152 is a challenging one. Depends on how the bowlers are going to now try to strike that early chord of wickets in this innings. Akash Singh with 2 wickets. Then it was Lavish Kaushal with 3 wickets, Shresha Achar with 3 wickets, and PK Das with a wicket. So bowlers have done a fabulous job restricting Reliance to only 151. But in the target, the second innings, it will be 152 runs to win in this 20 overs. Now it all matters where Reliance on one side will be looking forward to get early wickets, put that pressure back the way Canara Bank did. But I think with the discussion and the meeting just after that first innings, the Canara Bank dugout or the huddle, when they were discussing, it will be only one message from the coach. It will be only one message from the coach, that just go out there, express yourself. We don't have a big total to chase, so just go out there and enjoy. Deepak Chahar will start for Reliance. Sisodia and Atharva Taide. Deepak Chahar's first ball of this innings, and that first slip in place. First ball, nicely played, and that will be into the gap for a boundary. Fantastic start in both the innings for Canara Bank, where on the first innings, the first ball was a wicket, and here in the second innings for Canara Bank, it's a boundary. Opening the full phase of the bat, the front foot coming in nicely, the head position very still, and the bat swing makes it more merrier when you see that boundary going. A boundary to start off with. Didn't try to hit it too hard, was pitched on the pads. That one quick single will just rotate the strike, with Atharva Taide coming in to face Deepak Chahar. What a lovely start this has been for Canara Bank. Just 2 balls, but there is a lot more that you can see from these 2 batters, Lavneet Sisodia, Atharva Taide. They both have had a wonderful domestic season, and that bouncer will surprise Atharva Taide. A bit of that smile on Deepak Chahar's face. He is that one jolly man on the field that loves to get entertained and entertain. Wonderful human being. Look at that. A fiery bouncer surprises Atharva Taide. And this is what he's put that thought in Atharva's mind now, that you can expect bounces from me. This time nicely played, good connection, will be some runs but won't reach the boundary. Couple of runs there easily, or are they settling only for one? I think you had a scope, you know. Yes, they've ran two. Now in this power play, that one focus is going to be there for Canara Bank, that one, they're not playing with too much pressure. When you're talking 152, it's not a very high total where you are battling every over with run rates and trying to get to that asking run rate and have some pressure in mind. But when you're playing like this, you just don't need to look back. A wide of the length delivery outside, way outside to the off stump, made it easy for the batsman to just give himself some room and play that shot. And that too middle of the bat. There are no two ways about it when you get such a wide of the length ball. And this is where it all matters. 11 runs of the first 5 deliveries. Where is the last one going for a ride? Here we go. Another one didn't quite connect well, straight in the hands of the fielder, and that should be a dot ball to end the over. 1 over gone and it's 11 for no loss. So after the end of first over, it's 11 for no loss, 2 good boundaries in that over, and it was just a perfect start that Canara Bank required. They've got it. It's now how you build it further. 2 boundaries in that over, but then again Reliance will be looking forward to just get an early breakthrough, and that's the reason Ashwini Kumar is there in front of the screen. The job that he's been assigned is just to pick up that early wicket. This is why Ashwini Kumar is the best man right now for Deepak Chahar. Look at that sharp bounce, didn't quite go very high, but it was enough for the batsman to just check that shot. He was nowhere near to even go for it, but probably that swing of the bat and the ball nicely passing through the edge of that bat. Oh, this one's in the air, but no man. Raghu Kumar, the fielder there. It did fly, was in the air for some time, but way too wider of that fielder. And this is where Ashwini Kumar can be really, really, really dangerous. You just can't take him easy. So the batsman will have to, be very careful when you're playing to Ashwini Kumar. Especially in the previous ball, there was hardly any footwork by the batsman, Lavneet Sisodia. And then punches this ball, punches it hard, and that will be another 4 runs credited to Canara Bank. This is amazing start for Canara Bank. Look at that front foot coming forward, and the bat swing, use of that bottom hand was just too good for the ball to reach to the boundary. Superb start there by Canara Bank. getting easy runs on the board. That will raise early eyebrows for Reliance. Probably something needs to be done here. Another one! Straight to the man. Good effort there. Saving 4 important runs for the team. Superb start. Raj Angad Bawa, the fielder there with 12 number jersey. After that wonderful effort with the bat, saving some important runs in the outfield. And that is equally important when you are defending such a total. The fielders will have to give everything. They'll have to give that 100% to stop every possible run that is flying. Oh, ho, ho. Now here you got some luck with you because there was no second slip. Atharva Taide, that thick outside edge flying towards that second slip. Oh God, look at that. If there was 2 slips, this was surely going in the hands of some fielder, whoever was placed there, but just 1 slip and he finds the gap perfectly. 20 runs and a flying start for Canara Bank. Ashwini Kumar, what is he thinking? What is the next move for Ashwini? Now the fielder has gone wider into that slip cordon, and this is another good one. Will end the over with smile and a good shot. Look at the Canara Bank dugout. They are all excited. Onto the pads this time. Ashwini goes and wonderful footwork. Just a little bit of shift of that feet and just comes into that position very early. 2 overs gone. It's 24 for no loss. So it's no surprise that Naman Dheer has been called in early for the duty at the bowling end. 24 for no loss and some wonderful power hitting early by both these batsmen. Atharva Taide taking the lead, Lavnit Sisodia following him. And the spin attack has been brought to the centre, but that really doesn't change anything. The way Lavneet is playing, goes for an immediate sweep shot. And I think that is where the strength of Canara Bank is. They have got a good batting lineup, a depth in their batting. And of course, we saw what they did with the ball. Not too many bowlers again were used or probably called on for duty. But everyone, the responsibility that was given, just made sure that they completed. Quite a long chase for Raghu there, but he does it well at the end. Couple of runs there again for the batsman, and that is where I'm saying the body language, the approach has not changed. (27) for no loss. And you can now see there is a lot of things in terms of fielding that has been taken care of. For Atharva Taide, they have got a long off, but he decides to go on the leg side. The half of a dozen will be credited to Canara Bank once again. What a lovely shot that is. Comes into the position very early. Looks like they are hurrying for early lunch. Look at that. Comes on to the back foot, a little bit of shuffle in the crease, but just make sure that short of the length delivery is being banged in for yet another 6 runs at the deep mid-wicket region. What a lovely start this is for Canara Bank, and utilizing the power play, dominating, totally dominating this one. Straight to the fielder this time, but doesn't matter because he's already got 10 runs of this first 5 deliveries. Not 8 runs, but 9 runs in fact. Last ball of the over. Steps down, and that will also reach to the fence in no time. What a lovely power hitting this is. Atharva Taide. For all that baggage, that was saved with plethora of shots in his bag, and he's taking out one by one. 37 for no loss after the end of 3 overs. Well, now then, change in bowling again. Krish Bhagat will come in. Was promoted up the order today in the batting. But now his important task will be to give his captain and the team a breakthrough. 37 after 3 and no loss. Inside edge, and what a save. Robin Mins behind the stumps. Could have been a little risky, but what a work there by Robin. And we'll get that applaud from Mayank Rawat. So a promising start for Krish Bhagat, but it will be only after that over. We'll see how effective it has been. Because the way they have started attacking the power play, I think the message is very clear. Look at that once again. Loveneet Sisodia. And I think at this point in time, if Atharva Taide is attacking the bowlers, I think from other side, Loveneet, though he loves to hit every ball and even he is a hard hitter, the range hitting that he can do is just insane, and he has a lot more with him. But you know, sometimes in days, you have to also understand that how you can progress in the match situation. And that is where Loveneet can just pass on right now the strike to Atharva Taide. But now, he has other plans in his mind. When he also can play like this, and that is where I'm talking, the range hitting quality of Loveneet Sisodia. Does not want to take a single, but that shot of the line delivery has been this time connected middle of the bat and sent back towards a deep mid-wicket boundary. Reliance feeling the heat at this moment. And how will they beat the heat? How will they bring the icebreaker? When is that first wicket coming for Reliance? Is all that will be going on in the minds of Deepak Chahar at the moment. Be it pacers, be it spinners, they are going in for runs. One more! Look at that! What a lovely bouncer! But that bouncer has been punished, has been dislodged straight to the deep square leg boundary. The amount of power and the weight transfer that he does with so much ease. Because to play a bouncer at that height, it's not easy. It's a lot to do with the strength that you generate in the swing, the strength that you generate from your bottom hand, and you have to make sure that the ball hits middle of the bat. Only then this kind of a shot is effective. What a lovely start there of this over from Loveneet Sisodia. Initial couple of balls, he did not get hang of it. Both of them inside edge went to the wicket keeper. But after that, two good looking shots from from Lavneet Sisodia. And now with that single, there is another danger man who's come to the strike, that is Atharva Taide. Both of them are just complementing each other in batting. If you're getting runs, I'll also get runs. You get more motivated with me. Let's see, have a competition of maximum boundaries who can hit right now. That's what is going on between the two. If you hit 2, I will hit 4. Another good delivery by Krish Bhagat. Not a great connection from the bat, but it will still get them a single here. And with that, 4 overs come to an end, and it will be 47 for no loss. Atharva Taide and Lavneet Sisodia, 47 for no loss. Deepak Chahar would come in, and that is where the captain is going to take that responsibility and own it up. Full toss ball! Oh God, this is a loosener from Deepak Chahar, and that will be going for a boundary. This is just an easy picking, very easy picking. A full toss ball and nothing much to do, no rocket science. It was very easy onto the bat, and Atharva Taide did what he is best at. Another slower one, and just the same treatment what he loves to give on every ball. This is getting tougher and tougher for Reliance now. 2 boundaries to start off this over. First a full toss ball and then a slower one. But both of them just going in for boundary. Fantastic striking. And he's just taken off all that extra runs baggage that you will have, because it is now only 97 needed of 94. Just reduced that gap. It was not much of a gap, because you then, when you came out, you needed 152 of 120. 32 runs was the gap that was looking, but now even that is reducing to the minimum. Reliance facing the heat here. It is only the wickets that will rescue them from this situation, and we've seen some great bowling performances in this competition. It's just the matter when the icebreaker will be there for Reliance. Steps ahead, and that will be another chase there. Won't really reach to the boundary, but it will be enough to get a couple of runs on that one. What a great start this is. What a great start this is. 95 runs in 92. "57 runs. Another slower one, and that will be also going to the boundary. A diving effort will still not be able to save it. A lovely diving effort there, but still the ball will race away. Onto the pads again from Deepak Chahar, and Atharva Taide is having one of the best times. The way he enjoys batting, he's just enjoying it right now. 61 runs already. And now it's ball to ball equation. 91 runs, 91 balls. And the margin is just going to reduce with this fashion of batting. 3 boundaries in Deepak Chahar's over. One more slower one. And again pulled away only for a single. So that means Atharva Taide will remain on strike in the next over. 5 overs gone, 62 runs on the board, and it will be changed in the com box with Chandresh Narayanan taking you further.
So the final over of the power play coming up now. It's been a hectic start by Canara Bank. Terrific start, Atharva Taide and Loveneet Sisodia making the most of the power play so far. 62 for no loss. What a start. The target 152. They are racing away to the target and to the semi-final. Down the leg side, but there's a fielder there at short fine leg. Has to be careful, cannot afford to be lethargic. But a single nonetheless. This has been a profitable start for Canara Bank. They have put the pressure back on Reliance, who are looking a bit deflated. The batting was not up to the mark. Just Mayank Rawat and to some extent Raj Angad Bawa scoring runs. And with the bowling as well, they are looking under the pump. This time driven nicely. And the carnage continues here at the D.Y. Patil Stadium. One more boundary added to the total. It's 67 for no loss. No answers coming the way of Reliance. They just don't know how to stop these two batters who are looking in imperious form. Ashwini Kumar in the second over. Reliance searching for a wicket here. Will the spinners turn the tide for Reliance? We'll know soon, but for now it's Ashwini Kumar who's bowling his second over. Naman Dheer having a quick chat with the bowler, sharing his thoughts, speaking to the skipper Deepak Chahar. Some quick changes in the field as well. They're hoping that they'll make the most of the power play, but so far it's proved to be ineffective. Deepak Chahar is looking for some idea, something to change the fortunes of his side. But so far it's proved to be ineffective. Again, Loveneet Sisodia now will be on strike. He's on 20 of just 11 deliveries. Ashwini Kumar now running in once again. Taken on the full now. Four more runs. This is just loose bowling from Ashwini Kumar. And down the leg side, just helped it along its way. Massive gaps behind the short fine leg fielder. Easy picking. The score gallops along to 71 for no loss. This is really easy for Canara Bank. Ashwini Kumar now under immense pressure. Once again, Loveneet Sisodia. What's he going to do now? Change in pace, but thankfully for Loveneet Sisodia, he's able to check his shot at the very last moment. Gets no run, but Loveneet Sisodia now 24 of 13. Atharva Taide 46 of 21. When the power play, just 81 more runs needed. The asking rate has come down drastically. That's what a good power play can do. Ashwini Kumar now once again running into ball. Plays that watchfully. Good comeback. Very good comeback by Ashwini Kumar after giving away 2 back-to-back boundaries. Can he finish this power play off in fine style? A dot delivery here will ensure that Reliance have something to cheer in an otherwise one-way contest so far. Okay, once again, final delivery now. Change in pace, plays that carefully. A single to end over number 6. Power play is done, 72 for no loss. Right then, Mayank Markanday now being pressed into the attack. Could this be the moment that Reliance seizes the initiative and makes a dramatic comeback in this contest? We'll find out soon. Mayank Markanday with his leg break coming on now. Loveneet Sisodia on strike but starts off with a wide. Not being able to get his radar right. Field is now spread out because the power play is done and dusted. 79 more runs needed. Nicely done this time, just behind square. We'll get a single now. 74 for no loss. This has been a terrific start, a hectic start. Loveneet Sisodia and Atharva Taide have been outstanding. Atharva Taide now on strike. How is he going to respond to this challenge? One more wide. So the pressure is telling now on Reliance. They are premier spinner. Also starting off with 2 wides in his very first over. And he will be the key here. They need to pick up wickets. Picking up wickets is the only way they are going to be able to stop Canara Bank. There is no pressure of the run rate because it doesn't matter how you reach the semi-final. There's no pressure of run rate. You just got to win, even if it's of the last delivery of the innings. This time driven now, will get a single. 76 more runs needed. Loveneet Sisodia is now on 26. He'll be on strike. Is he going to line up Mayank Markanday here? We'll find out now. Just played it behind square. A single now. Relatively quiet over. 3 runs off the bat plus 2 wides. Can Mayank end this over on a good note for Reliance? Atharva Taide cuts that one nicely, but there's a fielder there. End of over number 7. It's 78 for no loss. Right then, change in bowling once again. Raj Angad Bawa now being pressed into the attack. He scored a useful 30 with the bat. He's an all-rounder who's looked at very closely by everyone involved in Indian cricket circles. Okay, Atharva Taide now. Raj Angad Bawa, first up. Pulls that one nicely in front of square. Will get a boundary. What a welcome to Raj Angad Bawa. Sat up nicely. What a way for Atharva Taide to get to his 50 as well. 52 of just 26 deliveries. He struck 9 boundary. That was his 9th boundary. And a 6 in that innings. Nicely done there. The score's galloping along now for Canara Bank. Single added now. $83 for no loss. 7.2 overs, 4 more deliveries now in this over. Raj Angad Bawa straight away under pressure. Loveneet Sisodia will now be on strike. Can he pick up more runs in this over? 5 runs already. Widest delivery, nicely done. He can just keep milking the bowling here. Plenty of time left in this innings. 68 more runs of 75 deliveries. Canara Bank have begun on the perfect note. Loveneet Sisodia is on 28 of 18. Atharva Taide now. Short delivery, pulled that one. What's it going to be? 4 more. Absolutely certain with his placement there. Atharva Taide picking up 4 more runs. Nicely sat up there and peppering that deep square leg region. He's showing different facets to his game here. The scores now galloped along to 88 for no loss. 64 more runs needed. Atharva Taide is on 57 of just 28 deliveries. This time driven down the ground. Will get a single. One delivery to go in this over. Very first over of Raj Angad Bawa, already going for 11 runs. And more trouble, more problems for Reliance skipper Deepak Chahar. Pinching a single to end over number 8. It's 90 for no loss. Right then, Mayank Markande to continue from the far end. Atharva Taide is on 58 of 29. Loveneet Sisodia will be on strike. He's on 29 of 19 the previous over, going for 12. Let that one watchfully. Like I said, Canara Bank can afford to have a few quiet overs as well, because there's no pressure of the asking rate, there's no pressure of reaching a target in a certain amount of time and of certain number of overs. No need for anything like that. Loveneet Sisodia doesn't need to do all those pyrotechnics here. He can afford to be a bit more circumspect. They've done all the hard yards in the power play. Cuts that one nicely. And there's a fielder there. Couple of runs quickly picked up by the opening batters for Canara Bank. 92 for no loss. It's getting difficult now for Reliance to stage a comeback in this contest. Remember, the winners stay in the tournament. The loser has to exit. We'll have the big finals day on Friday, 6th March. The two semi-finals followed by the final, the grand finale of the 20th D.Y. Patil T20 Cup. 93 for no loss, Mayank Markande. All eyes on him. Can he conjure up some magic here? Straight down the ground. And a boundary. This is proving to be easy picking for the Canara Bank batters. Just placed it down the ground. The ball just sped away. None of the fielders had anything to do with it. It is 97 for no loss now. The asking rate has come down dramatically further. And played this time towards the third man region. Back-to-back boundaries. That brings up the 100. It's 101 for no loss at the end of 9 overs now. First straight down the ground and then towards the third man region. Playing all round the park here, Atharva Taide. He's raced along to 66 of just 31 deliveries. 101 for no loss after 9. So Mayank Rawat, the top scorer with the bat, now being pressed into the action with the ball as well. Reliance feeling the pressure. Not being able to break through as Atharva Taide and Loveneet Sisodia have just run away with this contest. Atharva Taide is on 66 now. Loveneet Sisodia at the other end has given him good support. He's on 33. You can just keep milking the bowling at will. No pressure whatsoever. And doesn't look like they'll be able to make any breakthrough because the field spread out. The batters are in command. Let that Upishly and will get a boundary. It's a bit of an anticlimax there. Trying to check his shot was Loveneet Sisodia. Short delivery, checked his shot and picked up a boundary. Just 55 more runs needed now. 45 more runs needed now. Beg your pardon. Again in the cover region. 6 runs without breaking a sweat. Deepak Chahar is looking for some kind of magic here from his bowlers, fielders. They're looking deflated. One more sharp single. 108 for no loss. Atharva Thaide is on 67. Lavneet Sisodia is on 38. Coming round the wicket now to Atharva Thaide for the final delivery of the over. Pulls that one in front of square. There's a fielder there. A single to end over number 10. It's 109 for no loss. And time for change in com box. It will be Deepesh Sule.
Well, now then, if you want to see what pure domination looks like, this is the best example. Canara Bank has showed the class that they can bring to the table in this quarterfinals. Atharva Thaide and Lavneet Sisodia, they are not looking back, and looks like they want to finish this and take an early lunch. And that is where that one-handed bat also can produce this. What a shot with one hand. Look at that. Raghu Sharma comes, and Raghu Sharma has been sent down to that stands here at the D.Y. Patil Stadium. What a shot this is. This is just making sure that there are no stones unturned. And they are having a party out there. Probably it's the post-holy party that they are doing with their bat. What a fantastic knocking this is to all the parts of the ground. Not a single part of the ground, for a fact I know, and probably my co-commentator Chandresh will also agree to this, that they haven't looked back from the time that they have come. It was just from that ball one, the very first ball that was played was a boundary. Even in the first innings for Canara Bank, the very first ball that they bowled was a wicket. Sometimes, the days are written on your name that everything that you do just goes right. Everything that you try to touch, it turns out to be a gold. And that is what has happened with Canara Bank today. Everything that they have done. Look at that bowling options that Deepak Chahar has used. Deepak Chahar, Ashwini Kumar, Naman Dheer, Krish Bhagat, Mayank Markande, Raj Angad Bawa, Mayank Rawat, Raghu Sharma. He's used 8 bowlers. 8 bowlers. And still nobody has even got closer to what Canara Bank is doing with these 2 batters out there. And if you see the innings of Atharva Thaide, it's insane cricket that you have seen. He's hit 12 boundaries, 2 sixes, and for Lavneet Sisodia it's 6 boundaries. That tells you the story of how they have dominated this innings totally. This is just out of the box cricket I have seen today. Similarly to the way just that last day of the league stage, where Priyansh Arya dominated a similar innings, and that's again gone. Another boundary that comes from his bat. So that will make around 7 boundaries for Lavneet Sisodia in his innings. Just 30 runs needed, and both of them sailing in the same boat, but both of them are great players. It's absolutely, I mean, there was no storm at all when they were the storm. The way they have batted, and it's just amazing cricket to watch. Lavneet Sisodia, Atharva Taide. Quality cricket that we have seen from these two. 30 runs and 54 deliveries. It's just got to be one of the best innings that you have seen batting. Another one! There he goes, but straight this time finds the man. No celebrations there for Reliance, but Mayank Rawat picks up a wicket here. Atharva Taide, after a fantastic innings of 76 runs of 36 balls that he's faced, goes for yet another shot in the air, almost look like it will clear the boundary, but straight finding the man there. Finally a wicket goes at 122. This is absolutely fabulous batting. You've seen many of these innings, and this one in the quarterfinals has much more importance, a lot more gravity, because the heads were very clear that we have to stand there and we have to make sure that we give a fantastic foundation to this game. Both Atharva Taide and Lavneet Sisodia. And when the batsmen are in such a partnership and are complementing each other, you hit one, I hit two, you hit two, I hit four. That's how it was. It was the competition between these two, that who is going to score more boundaries or more of those shots. And that kind of competition is a very healthy competition, because there you're just challenging your own performance. And when you're challenging your own performance, you are just getting one step ahead of each other. And that, vibe in that team, or that environment in that team is very positive, because everybody is trying to compete with their colleagues, with their friends. And that is why the productivity also doubles up, because there you are only talking about good performances. You're only talking about performances that will win you matches. Superb from Canara Bank today. It's just a treat to watch. A treat to watch. Oh ho ho! Varun Bisht goes in the air, but then finds a man. So Mayank Rawat gets 2 in this over, and the over is yet to finish. Played it with the spin, steps down the crease, and there an easy catch. My whole point is, why are you going and doing this? There is a man who is already stood there right from the ball one. You might as well give him strike, and he is the one to do the finishing job. Nothing wrong in the thought of going for a big one, but then you've just come in and you don't want to make mistakes and just keep on losing wickets here. Probably that is a chat between Naveen and Lavneet. Lavneet would be saying, just give me a strike. And there, I know the pitch conditions better. I've spent good amount of time here. Just get me to strike and I'll do the rest. For Mayank Rawat, of course, he'll welcome those wickets with both the hands. But then again, there's no celebration happening after the wicket is going on, because they know what kind of a damage has already happened. And it's just a matter of now some overs, and they would love to, Canara Bank would just love to finish this as early as possible. MG Naveen there. This is also the right thing to do about it. You have too many deliveries. Might as well you just get out of this over. Oh, that is a soft dismissal. You can't escape Mayank Rawat so easily. That was not even intended. When the ball spun, he was just trying to flick that out and just be on the safer side. But look at that. The ball just chips and straight in the hands of Mayank Markande. God, 3 wickets in an over. Mayank Rawat, beauty you. Still one of those efforts that can change. 12 overs gone, 122 for 3. What a fantastic over that Mayank has bowled. This is absolutely phenomenal over. And just exactly the overs that you needed in the start are coming now after all the damage has been done. But it's better late than never. What a fabulous over this has been from Mayank Rawat. Got the man first, the danger man, Atharva Taide. Then he bowled a dot ball, then again a wicket, then a dot ball, then a dot ball, and last ball also a wicket. So wicket maiden for Mayank Rawat. This is just phenomenal cricket that we are seeing. Reliance bouncing back in that. Namandhir has been called after that first expensive over that he bowled. Lavneet Sisodia. 30 more runs to go. Are these 30 going to be difficult, or is it going to be a cakewalk right now? Suddenly after that Mayank Rawat's over, looks like a little thought has been put into the minds of even Lavneet that we need to just go slow. You cannot just go up and running the way it was some overs back. And they will do everything possible for the last 30 also to be not given easily, Reliance. What an over it has been for Mayank Rawat. Just did not give any chance for the batters to get to him. First to go was Atharva Taide. And then the fall of wickets just kept on happening with PK Das now at the crease. They'll have to build in from here on. It's not going to be that easy. Even if you see, it's not that great run rate that is right now required. But what you require now is clever cricket. You need temperament to be grounded, and you want you to take, smart decisions. Be in the match, be in the game. 13 overs gone, 124 for 3. 13 overs gone and it's 124 for 3, and the man who has brought the hopes again back for Reliance with his amazing spell in the previous over, 3 wickets in that, is back in the bowling zone. Now will he get more for the captain and the team? $125 for 3, and bit of that changes happening in the field. I think they are taking the deep mid wicket a little more towards the square region, the square leg region. Another single, and this is what they need to do. I think there is nothing lost, or there is no damage that has been actually done even after that 3 wickets. So if Canara Bank batters are very clear that we'll still go for singles, it's still easily in the hand. It's just that probably things that they were looking to finish in 2 overs or 3 overs might take 4 or 5 overs. But oh, now here it is, the twist in the tail. Mayank Rawat, are you planning to take all 10 wickets in your spell? This is another big blow to Canara Bank. PK Das trying to chip that ball in the air, and in that process Mayank Rawat picks up wicket number 4. And that's why you say cricket is a game of uncertainties. There is nothing that is permanent. So stay humble, stay grounded. What a twist in this game now. And how is this script written? Till 122 runs, there was nothing even nearby. But from 122 to 126, there are 4 wickets that have gone. That's the story of cricket and the game. 4 runs and 4 wickets, because the first wicket of Atharva Taide went at 122 and now the score is 126. So it took you 4 wickets to score 4 runs. Wow. Captain comes in. And I'm sure, I mean, there will be the coach who will be unhappy in the dugout of Canara Bank, because this is just throwing away wickets. And you do not want to throw your wickets so easily. But Mayank Rawat, what a wonderful time that he's having. This might even bring in pressure on Lavneet Sisodia, who is playing so well. Because he is at the non-strikers end, watching every man coming and every man going. It's like they are coming, they are going. What's happening? Busy road for Canara Bank. And even then it shackles the confidence of the batsman who has done so well, nearing to his half century, whereas he was in a partnership with Atharva Taide for 122 runs, and then suddenly that wicket fall of wicket happens. That just does not calculate right in the minds, and then there is a dilemma. Even when you want to play a shot that you have played probably 10 times before, but now you are in a thought because the wickets have fallen down on the other end, and then you are not sure what you need to do at this point in time. So it's best take singles, rotate the strike, no need to hurry. 14 overs gone, 128 for 4. So now the ball is in the hands of Mayank Markande. 2 overs, 17 conceded. But right now, the only thing is they need to... Oh, that's a big appeal! Not interested, says the umpire. That's why I said, I mean, even if you've seen Lavneet Sisodia's brief innings, but then again you're not sure now what to play because you've lost wickets on the other hand. Suddenly that pressure starts creeping inside you, and then you are, you can be only out because of your fault, and that moment to come, the only person responsible for bringing that situation on Canara Bank is Mayank Rawat. 4 wickets in 2 overs, forget that. 3 wickets in 1 over, that's insane. That's mind-boggling cricket by Mayank Rawat. And all of them, I think most of it went in the air, and it's just soft dismissals. Someone is trying to chip, someone is trying to flick, someone is trying to just play a very regular shot, and in that he's just realized that, oh, that's a wicket. So not much to do, nothing much you can do about it, but it's just a situation that Mayank Rawat has put on everybody. So now it becomes very difficult to get a single also. That is not the ball that you want to bowl. Full tosses at this point in time can be very lethal for Reliance itself, because if the batsman just swings the bat and gets a sixer or a boundary, it's enough for him to win his confidence back. And right now Reliance do not want to give that confidence back to both of these batters. Doesn't matter, even Lavneet Sisodia has spent so much time. The only thing that you don't want at this moment is errors. You need to bowl on a tight line, you need to be consistent, you need to bowl in the right areas, pick up wickets and put situation more in an uncomfort zone, because right now the way partnership was going in, 122, no loss, it was all looking hunky-dory, it was all in the comfort zone, it was all cushioning to that total that they want to get to very early. But suddenly Mayank Rawat stands in between of all of this and says that let's have some fun. 15 overs that have bowled in, and it's 132 for 4. In change in the commentary box, it will be Chandresh Narayanan to take you to the further of the game.
Right then, Mayank Rawat now being pressed into the attack. Once again, he's picked up 4 wickets. All 4 wickets are going to Mayank Rawat. He's proved to be the man with the golden arm. What a twist in the tail here. KV Siddharth has to play sensibly. Just 20 runs to get. You can see a spring in the steps of all the Reliance players. What a strike by KV Siddharth, the skipper, into the stands. That should release some pressure. 138 for 4, now 14 more needed. In the slot and nicely picked up and deposited in the cow corner region. 138 for 4, 48 more runs needed, 14 runs more needed. Again, played that watchfully. Mayank Rawat hails from Delhi and is early in his career, done that delectfully, looking for a single of the ricochet. No. So yeah, Mayank Rawat's quite early in his career, not known much for his bowling, mostly known for his batting. But today, he's done with both the bat and ball. A useful cricketer to have. This time driven, but misfield allows the batters an opportunity to pick up a single. 139 for 4 now. Lavneet Sisodia has been there for a while. He's laboured along to 48 of 39 since the fall of his partner Atharva Taide. He's just been kept quiet and has not had a bulk of the strike as well. Cuts that one nicely and will get a boundary. The sweeper fielder will not have an opportunity. That brings a 50 for Lavneet Sisodia. He moves to 52. It's 143 for 4. Slight bit of width from Mayank Rawat of the final delivery of his spell. That was good enough for Lavneet Sisodia. 143 for 4 after 16. Right then, just 9 more runs needed here. Lavneet Sisodia reached his half century in the previous over. Raghu Sharma to continue here. He's bowling his second over. KV Siddharth on strike, a slip in place as well. Will get a single. Now they can breathe a lot easy. That 6 in the previous over released a lot of pressure and the boundary sort of sealed the contest, at least in the minds of the Canara Bank batters. They don't need to panic anymore. Just 8 more runs needed. But a good fight back by Reliance. Right then, Lavneet Sisodia, Raghu Sharma to bowl to him. How is he going to respond here? Will he strike a big one? He's driven that one, will get a single. He's decided to pick it up one by one. $145 for 4. Be the skipper, KV Siddharth on strike. Brief collapse in the innings, set the cat amongst the pigeons, but not anymore. A slip in place. KV Siddharth is facing up to Raghu Sharma. Once again, nicely done there. Pushing for 2. Pushing for 2. Will be able to pinch it. So just 5 more runs needed now. KV Siddharth playing a captain's knock here. A cameo from him is ensuring that his side goes through to the semi-final. Let that watch fully. Showing different facets of his game. Making Reliance wait. He knows that he's just a hit away now from taking his side into the semi-final now. 1 strike and that will be good enough for Canara Bank. What's it going to be? Nicely done there. Third man region. Fielder will not be able to cut it out. The scores are level now. Nicely done. Delightful late cut there from the skipper KV Siddharth. Showing that it's not about just brute power from him. No fielder in view and a boundary does the job. 151 for 4. KV Siddharth's moved to 17 of just 14 deliveries. Lavneet Sisodia's on 53 of 41. There's 1 more run to get. And that's game, set, match. to Canara Bank. They become the first side to make it to the semi-final of the 20th DY Patil T20 Cup. The skipper, KV Siddharth, hitting the winning runs, a boundary behind point. And that sums up the contest. Reliance knocked out of the tournament in the quarter-final stage. What an effort by Canara Bank. Terrific effort to win that contest by 6 wickets and to enter the semi-final in grand style. The semi-final to be played on Friday, but that's the batting card. Atharva Taide and Lavneet Sisodia, terrific opening stand. Then there was a collapse, but Lavneet Sisodia held his calm, and he was well supported by skipper KV Siddharth, who made 21 of just 15 deliveries. The bowling, except Mayank Rawat, none of the other 8 bowlers had anything to contribute to this effort. Mayank Rawat standing out with 4 for 23. And in the end, Canara Bank winning with 3 overs to spare, chasing down 152 in fine style. So that's the news from the DY Patil Stadium. That's the match summary. Reliance batting first posted 151 for 9. Mayank Rawat stood out with the bat as well, scoring 54. But Lavish Kaushal, Shrisha Achar and Akash Singh were terrific with the ball. And in reply, Atharva Taide and Lavneet Sisodia wrapping things up before Mayank Rawat picked up 4 wickets. So that's it from the DY Patil Stadium.
Hello, check. Hello, check, check.
Hello, 1, 2, 3, check. Good afternoon and welcome to the post-match presentation for Qualifier 2 of the DY T20 Cup, live from the DY Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai. Ladies and gentlemen, what a quarter-final we just witnessed. Reliance and Canara both gave it their all on the field, but we like to highlight the performance of the day. I'd like to invite our chief guest, Mr. Avinash Salvi, the secretary of the DY Patil Sports Academy, to present this award. And the player of the match award goes to Mayank Rawat for his brilliant all-round performance, scoring 54 runs off 41 balls, and also bowling 4 overs, conceding 22 runs, including 1 maiden, and taking 4 wickets. The player of the match receives a pair of 10XU shoes and a medallion. Thank you, sir. Mayank, congratulations. You know, you literally almost shut the door on the opposition today. How does it feel?
काफ़ी अच्छा था। कोशिश यही थी कि लास्ट तक जितना गेम जाए और मतलब जैसे मेरे को विकेट्स मिल रही थी तो मेरा रोल यही था वहाँ पे कि रन ना दे के विकेट लेता रहूँ जितना मेरे से हो सकेगा।
एंड आज नॉकआउट गेम था, आपने इतनी अच्छी नॉक खेली, काफ़ी क्वालिटी नॉक, ऑल्सो 4 विकेटें भी ली. वेयर डज दिस रैंक फॉर यू पर्सनली?
मैच लोग हम अनफॉर्चुनेटली हार गए, बट यही है कि अपनी प्रिपरेशन के लिए ये काफ़ी अच्छा मैच था आज। और यही है कि हम लोग मतलब काफ़ी अच्छी टीम थी हमारी, हम जीत सकते थे मैच भी, बट वहाँ कुछ चीज़ें मतलब लैग कर गए, उसी वजह से हम लोग आज हार गए मैच।
एंड हमने पिछले मैचेस में आपको बॉलिंग करते हुए नहीं देखा, तो आज क्या चेंज हुआ एंड आगे जाके अपनी बॉलिंग और सीखी आपको?
नहीं, मैं बेसिकली बॉलिंग भी करता हूँ, बट जैसे कि आज 2 लेफ्ट हैंडर बैटिंग कर रहे थे तो मतलब कोच से यही बात हुई थी कि अगर जैसे कि लंबे लेफ्ट हैंडर्स बैटिंग करेंगे तो मैं बॉलिंग कर सकता हूँ, तो वही था कि उस टाइम पे मुझे बॉलिंग मिली और मुझे विकेट्स मिलती गई, मैं लाइन लेंथ अच्छी डालता गया।
कौन सी फेवरेट विकेट थी आपकी आज?
फेवरेट विकेट तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं था, मतलब मेरा यही रोल था कि मुझे अच्छी जगह पे बॉलिंग करनी है, जितने कम बेसिकली मैं विकेट लेने के लिए नहीं देख रहा था, मैं ये कोशिश कर रहा था कि कम से कम रन दूँ जितनी ही बॉलिंग करूँ, क्योंकि ये मेरी प्रिपरेशन के लिए भी है, क्योंकि वो दोनों सेट खेल रहे थे तो वहाँ पे मेरा ये था कि मैं अगर रन नहीं दूंगा तो शायद मेरे को विकेट मिल जाए, तो वही हुआ, मैंने उनको रन दिया और उन्होंने एक गलत शॉट मारा और मुझे विकेट मिली।
बिल्कुल। एंड इस DY T20 कप के बारे में क्या कहना चाहेंगे? यहाँ की फैसिलिटीज़, पिच?
मैम, मैं ये काफ़ी साल से टूर्नामेंट खेलता आ रहा हूँ, तो बहुत अच्छा हॉस्पिटैलिटी है, काफ़ी अच्छा ग्राउंड है, और जो भी मतलब IPL से पहले प्रिपरेशन के लिए बहुत अच्छा है। होपफुली हम लोग जैसे इस साल मैं MI के लिए खेलूँगा तो कोशिश करूँगा कि अच्छा करूँ MI के लिए, और जितना भी मेरे को मौका मिले।
बिल्कुल मयंक, ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर अपकमिंग मैचेस एंड वेरी वेल डन टुडे. थैंक यू. So that was our player of the match, Mayank Rawat from Reliance. Ladies and gentlemen, the knockouts are heating up, and as always, we've got more coming your way. Next up is qualifier 4, DTDC versus DY Patil Red, a clash of powerhouses with a semi-final spot on the line. Stay tuned as the action continues at 3:55 p.m. with the toss coming your way next. Thank you.